fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. Can we go MIA somewhere far from this bush? Let's fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. I don't care where we go, as long as so far, so far, so far from here. It's about time I took a little trip.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy back with another episode of Get It Together with Big Maul, starring your hosts, Big Maul, Molly B, Jamal, J, whatever it is that you call me. We are back, baby. Fresh new episode. I hope y'all are feeling good, doing well. Hope you had a great, amazing week and weekend, and you did all of the great things that you were supposed to do, and you just lived it up and you did right, man. Had a great week. Had a great weekend, man. I really pushed myself in the gym. I ran my 3 miles Saturday, and I even finished with like minutes left, something like that. It was like 28, 29 minutes left, which doing the 5K runs, I used to finish like 33 minutes, 32 minutes or something. So, man, progress. I'm proud of myself, feeling real good, feeling real blessed, and I hope you are as well. So, let's get into it. So, man, I was actually at the gym. I don't remember which specific day it was last week, but I remember thinking to myself, like, isn't it crazy how, it's there's a million, we know about the different genres of music, but there's so many different artists out there, whether they're mainstream or underground, and they're in various places around the entire world, right? And there's so many different sounds, and anybody can find something that they would like or someone that they would like and just vibe to, right? And there's so many different platforms that you can listen to music on and discover these artists. So, and it's like the the opportunities are endless. My thing is, it's like you got to be you have to make sure that what you are listening to has some substance. Like, I'm not trying to take away nothing from anybody's I'm not trying to take away anything from anybody's bag or anything like that. But like, I don't listen to music that I can't like understand or sometimes even relate to. Like, there's so many, like, they call mumble rappers, and if I can't understand what you're saying, the beat can be great. The beat can be fire. But if I can't understand what you're saying, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm sorry. And sometimes I don't understand the hype behind not being able to listen, not being able to really enjoy the lyrics because you can't understand what the person is saying. But to each his own. I love to listen to music that has a feel emotion behind it and substance. That's something that I can learn, something that I can relate to. And I listen to old school music, and I'm talking about 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, of course, 2000s. But and I listen to rap, I listen to R&B, I listen to some country, I listen to pop, I listen to some rock, of course, gospel. I love music. Sometimes I even listen to instrumentals. I listen to like jazz and indie. I listen to all these different genres because I find it's like I can find something in each genre that I can just vibe to and listen to. I don't like listening to things that music that puts me in a bad mood, and music can directly affect our moods. You know, a lot of people like to listen. They like to listen to music when they're upset. They want to listen to music that makes them cry. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind that. Maybe they want to cry because they want to get that cry out. Hey, it is what it is. To each his own. If you feel like you need to get your emotions out, then by all means, get your emotions out. But I want to understand more in depth why some people will just only listen to sad music. Are you a depressed individual? Are you going through something, or you just genuinely enjoy like somber, sad music? And I love artists that are vulnerable. I do. Male, female, doesn't matter. But to only listen to a certain type of music. I don't know, man. It just baffles me because if you go to the gym, you want to get a gym playlist. You want something that's gonna be upbeat. Like I would think that, like, for me, I'll just use myself as an example. Like I got a gym playlist. I have like two gym playlists, and it's music that gets me upbeat, gets me going, it gets me pumped up, and gets me in the mood to like lift weights. Um, and it's mainly just rapping, whether it's DMX or Drake or Jay Z or whoever. Um, and if I'm running, I may listen to some R&B or something like that, because when you're running, it's fast paced, obviously, or walking. It's cardio. So you mean you doing your thing, whether you walking outside or running outside, or if you're inside on the treadmill. I listen to things that's like kind of just like chill, kind of like vibey. That's gonna just like allow me to have like a peaceful run, and to just like, I don't know, like, I guess get through it. Sometimes I listen to stuff that'll help me push through something like hardcore, like some rock or something. But mainly it's like R&B. If I'm just driving in the car, I listen to whatever, I guess, whatever is just good for the car ride. Whatever sounds good in the car, whatever I can vibe to. It's like, you listen to music depending on what you're doing, depending on what mood you are. But we got to be careful listening to music, or just listening to music, period. I want to find, there was a video, and if I can find it, I'm going to share it on my social media, because man, what oh, XX Tentacion. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but XX Tentacion, he is he was talking about like the frequencies of music and the vibrations and the pitches, and how it can directly um just reach you and make you feel some type of way. And like, I'm just going to read like just a couple of things that I do have, which is like, okay, so sound is made of vibrations. The more vibrations that pass a point per second, the higher the frequency, and consequently the higher the perceived pitch of the sound. Hertz is the unit of measurement for frequency, where 1 hertz means 1 vibration per second. Human hearing range. Humans can typically hear sounds in the 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz range. This range includes all the sounds found in music. So from bass to mid range to the treble, all of that stuff plays a huge part. If you're listening to something like with some heavy bass, that's like kind of like 808s. If you know what 808s are, like Kanye West's 808s and Heartbreak album from 2000, and like what, 9, 8 or 9, like 9. It's like a bunch of heavy beats, a bunch of like heavy drums, and it's like boom, boom, boom. Like it's almost like a dark sound. And like, you just, and he even talks about it on the interview that I saw him do on Drink Champs. There's a podcast show called Drink Champs. He was on that. Kanye West was on that. He was even talking about um the 808 sounding, and it was just very, very informative. And hold on, because I'm trying to find, let me see. So like, okay, so I found something else. So music profoundly affects the brain by activating nearly every region, influencing emotions, memory, cognition, and physical responses. It triggers the release of dopamine for pleasure and motivation, enhances memory and cognitive function like focus and creativity, and can induce stress relief, improve sleep, and even reduce pain perception. Musical training further strengthens the brain by improving connectivity between hemispheres, leading to better problem solving skills and enhanced executive function. So, when you are listening to music, it is going to either propel you for your day in a positive way or a negative way. Just plain and simple. It's what you listen to, and it's more than just the words. It's the instruments. You heard it first. You heard it from me. And if you want to look up for more research, you can. But it's everything that is in a song that is going to allow you to feel because of the frequency. If it's in the vibration, if it's just like food, like how I talked about, if it's low vibrational food, which can like contains a lot of fat, sugars, all this other stuff, you're going to feel sluggish. You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel unmotivated because you're ready to go lay down, right? I discuss all of that stuff. So the same goes for music. If you listen to something that's low vibrational, something that is sad and somber, your mood is going to be affected by it, and then therefore your body is going to be affected by it, and your mindset is going to be more so on the tip of woe is me, or I'm just so drained. I'm exhausted. Oh my goodness, it's so much that's going on. Like you just start thinking so negatively about yourself or your situation that the music made you think of, or what the person was talking about, because you can relate to it on that level, and it's not good. Now, of course, you can hear a sad song. I mean, I've listened to sad songs I love. There's some sad songs that I love, and I can sing it word for word. A lot of it I can relate to, but like still I sing it because I'm like, oh yeah, okay, you talking, you're vulnerable, you're letting your emotions fly, and you're putting it out on this body of work. You're singing or you're rapping or whatever. It sounds amazing, and it is what it is. It's a great song. It's coming because it's coming from a real place, and that just gives you the best results every time with whatever you're doing. Um, because you're being authentic. But like listening to like that type of stuff consistently, it's not good. You want to listen to stuff that's just going to brighten your day. um Sometimes, man, like you get a emotional connection to music. Think about elevator music. I don't even hear elevator music anymore, but think about elevator music and all of that stuff like that's associated with like jazz and just that type of wavelength where it's a relaxing instrumental. The beats are like more high pitched, and they allow you to feel good. They allow you to relax. You can like close your eyes and kind of be at peace. It calms your nervous system, like elevator music does. And you can listen to dance music. Of course, that's upbeat, that's up tempo. It's gonna make you want to dance. It's dance music, and dancing releases dopamine levels. It releases stress. It releases you're exerting energy, but it's positive energy because you're moving, and then you're burning calories, and then you get the picture, so on and so forth. But you listen to that stuff, like it can raise your blood pressure or lower your blood pressure. So why not listen to music that's gonna make you feel good? When you sad, you want to just listen to sad. No, let's listen to something that sounds great. Let's listen to something that's going to lift us up. Let's listen to something positive. I'm not even talking about podcasts right now. Let's listen to music that are going to tell us that there will be better days, or you're strong, you will survive, you can make it. Let's not just always rely on music that are going to just cause us to feel even worse than what we already feel. You know what I'm saying? Because you start thinking about life. You start looking at life differently. You start thinking about all of the things that went wrong in your life, and thinking about the things that's going wrong in the world, and thinking about how you can't save everybody because you feel like you're drowning yourself. Man, it goes deep. It goes deep. So it increases that neurotransmitter dopamine, man. And so you gotta watch that. You gotta be you gotta be better. You gotta be better with that. I want to read this real quick too. Music activates virtually the entire brain, but key areas include the auditory cortex for sound processing, the limbic system, including the hippocampus and amygdala. Hopefully, I said that right. For emotions and memory, the motor system, including the cerebellum and basal ganglia for rhythm and movement, and the prefrontal cortex for complex thought and preference. Have you ever listened to somebody? Have you ever listened to an artist that that are just their music is just always up tempo. It's always with a rhythmic beat. Like it's always with the it's all as soon as you hear it, you start bobbing your head. You start moving your limbs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You start loosening up. You know, you unclench your jaw, your body. You know, you drop your shoulders. Or you listen to music that as soon as the beat drops and the person starts saying what they're saying, you know, your heart starts feeling a certain way because you know you might know the song and you like, oh man, it's like you placing yourself in that person's shoes, or you placing yourself in a situation that song brings out from you in a negative way. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not all the time. Not just every chance you get. You don't want to bring that energy around you. You don't want to create that type of energy and that environment around yourself. Whether you in a car or you in the gym or you you know at work. I don't care what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? When you releasing those dopamine levels, release it from a positive drawback. Even when you're reading. Even when you're reading. And a lot of that stuff, a lot of music, you know, obviously is demonic and it's inviting evil spirits in your life. And, you know, and that even goes to like the lyrics. Like you got to be listening to what these people are saying. You got to be listening to what these people are saying. They're talking about killing, shooting, suicide, and popping pills and all this other stuff. You don't need to be listening to that, man. That's super low vibration. You don't need to be listening to that. Like you can't be talking about, especially if it's a lifestyle you don't even live. And if you are living that lifestyle and you're listening to that type of music, you need to switch it up and you need to get your life together because all of that stuff is just a dead end. Eventually, you may think you cool now. You may think that it ain't hitting right now because you might be young or you know nothing has happened to you yet. But stop playing. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, man. That's really all I'm saying. Just be careful of what you are inviting into your ear gate. Be careful with what you are inviting into your your space. Because just like people can affect your energy, just like environments can affect your energy, music can. And what you are listening to definitely can. So you want to pay attention to that and you want to get on top of that. Switch it up, listen to new music, listen to new genres, find some new artists, find things that are positive, find things that are going to songs that are going to motivate you, that are going to push you, that are going to make you feel good about your life, feel good about yourself, even feel good about the world. I know it's a lot going on in the world, trust me. I know that that you may be upset with who the president is, you may be upset with you know, just like whatever's going on and these different laws and I see it too and I feel it. And a lot of things going on in this world upset me, but I just keep praying and I control what I can control in my household and the energy I put out and you know, and I lead the rest to God in prayer. So and in faith. But control what you're listening to. Control, like I said, control what you're inviting into your life musically. We talk about musically. Control that, man. Control that. You don't need to be listening to nothing dark. You don't need to be listening to nothing about people killing and being rich and glorifying violence and degrading women and hey man, get on the positive tip. Get on a different wave. Get on a different wave, man. It's better on that side. I promise you. But, you know, like I always say, to each his own. I'm letting you know, man. I'm letting you know that there's better. So now that you know better, do better. Because like I said, that music can affect your mood, and now you may want to kill yourself. Now you may want to rob somebody. Now you may want to go fight. You might want to, you know. Mm-mm. Let's get right. Let's get right. I'm telling you. But that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you enjoy this episode, and also I hope you enjoy your week. Start off, start off your week with some positivity. Start off your week with prayer. Start off every day and with prayer and positivity. But yeah, let's start this week with prayer and positivity and faith, and listen to some good music, man. I'm about to put my playlist up, so you guys can click the link and see what I be listening to, man. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that, man, real soon. But yeah, man, enjoy your week. Don't let it be mundane. Go out, live your best life, work out, eat healthy, drink your water, stay out of drama, and just go out there and do great things, man. Thank y'all for listening. As always, it's my pleasure. Thanks for subscribing and following and liking and commenting, sharing, reposting, all of that stuff, man. Follow me on all social media platforms at Jamal Butler, and shoot me a message, holla at me from around the world. I appreciate the support. Um, and until next time, I love you guys. God bless, and I'll see y'all on my next episode. Peace.